Hey guys, Shutter here. Now, they've made a second Make Enlisted a better place, so I'm going to make a review on this one now. Now, like I said in the prior video, I think this is a very good change that they're making, and I think this will actually help the game. Now, this one's pretty much focusing on engineers. This is entirely focusing on engineers, and a little bit on motorbikes, some improved collision, I think, and some changes with PTRS, with anti-tank rifles. So you can see here just these things. You know, PTRS has had its damage decreased. I don't know. And stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know how that is. I don't play Moscow or Tunisia, so I don't know. So, but the main thing is engineers. Now these are, of course, the motorbikes as well. I'm going to go over the motorbikes quite quick. It basically means that your soldiers can't die when they flip the motorbike, so... So, there's going to be three here. As you can see, there's 3 bits. So, let's start with the first one, which is ammo. You can basically now resupply anti-tank guns and AA guns without having to do... Because if you didn't know, originally you just had to disassemble the gun and reassemble it in order to get more ammo. Now you have to basically get out and basically fill your ammo in with your engineer. Now, this is quite powerful, because if you run out of ammo with your anti-tank gun and you don't have your engineer, because it can be a bit hectic. Because if you don't know, running out of ammo, obviously you'd have to use an engineer to resupply it. It costs 50% of the resources required to build, so I think that's quite useful. This is again a quality of life, because originally you had to take apart the gun and then reassemble the gun, but nowadays you can just hit on the gun to resupply it, and it will cost half of the resources required, so that's pretty good. On top of this, I generally think this will be a really good update for engineers, and it was one of the issues players were having with the anti-tank guns, other than the fact they were pretty much useless on most campaigns, other than Moscow and maybe Tunisia. That being said, let's move on to the next one, which is fixing machine guns. Now, machine gun nests are for tier 2s, and I think the premium squads have machine gun nests. I don't know about the premium squads have machine gun nests. But it can be destroyed by a bullet aimed. You basically have to rebuild the structure if it was shot. Now, it's quite easy to shoot the machine gun. So what they've done is they've now made it so that you can basically rebuild it with the same way you can do it with the cannons. Now, I think this is actually really useful, because the machine gun was probably the worst building in the game, in my opinion. Because I used it once, realised how bad it was, and then never used it again. Like, the AA guns, you can be an arsehole with them. The AT guns as well, you can be a bit arseholey with them. The machine gun, though, they're quite easy to counter. But now you can actively rebuild them, which is pretty good. And it says here, improved build, so it says sandbags, barbed wire, and other defense structures. Previously could be difficult to be built around, it could be difficult to build these around doorways and windows, and they've tried to correct it. So I have to see how this works now, but I think this is going to be this is a step in the right direction, obviously. I said in the last video, if they keep this up, this will be a step in the right direction. And I think, at the moment, this is looking quite good. They basically improved the engineer class a lot. I've said the engineer class is one of the best, if not is the second best class in the game, behind gunners. And I will say this will probably push them not above gunners. I think gunners are still the best class in the game. But this is definitely pushing them, cementing them as the second best class in the game. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This update does look quite interesting, and it is, of course, I am looking forward to what they're going to do next week. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.